Good evening guys, welcome to our new video. If you are watching this video, it means you are definitely into Converge related courses, that is either ISO engine course or aerodynamics or HVAC or turbo machinery, right? So we provide 4 courses under Converge. So the first and the foremost thing which you should be concerned about before starting up the course is whether you have the welcome email for that particular course or not. Let's say if you don't have the welcome email for that particular course, immediately write an email to support@skill-link.com asking for that welcome email. Why I am stressing much on the welcome email? The reason I am stretching much on the welcome email is because all the critical information which you need before you start any course is provided in the welcome email. So what all are the critical information? Let's say from Converge point of view, if you want to download the software, the link is provided in the welcome email. Let's say you want to get added into the WhatsApp group, the link is provided into the welcome email. Let's say you want the license because you are going to use Converge Studio, you need a license. So to activate your license, you need a welcome email because all the important links has been provided in the welcome email. I hope you got my point. So welcome email is really important and you have to go through welcome email very thoroughly. If you are not going through the welcome email, you will struggle a lot. Okay, because after the welcome email, before you start the course, you have to attend the orientation session. For that also the information is provided in the welcome email. So to give you a demo, I will show you how welcome email looks like. So as you can see in my screen, this is how a welcome email will look like. So the first line it will say is welcome aboard to advanced CFD for IC engine application. So if your subject or the course is IC engine, the first line should be this. If you have aerodynamics, then the first line should be advanced CFD for aerodynamics or whatever the name will be of that particular course. And similarly for HVAC and turbo. And then if you are getting this welcome email, well and good. If you don't have such welcome email, immediately write to support@skill-link.com. Okay, now let me take you through the entire welcome email, how it looks. So first information will be orientation session, which you have to attend. If you have not attended, kindly attend that orientation session before you start the course. Then you will start finding the links. Let's say if you want to go to the course page, so here is the link. I think you will not be able to see my mouse pointer here, but I will read out for you guys. So where do you find the course? I will try to highlight. So where do you find the course? So the thing which is highlighted in yellow, the link you have to click on, and then it will take you to the course page into a dashboard. Then let's say you want to get added into the WhatsApp group. So here is the WhatsApp group link. You can add yourself into the WhatsApp group. Then this is common to all welcome emails. So how to write a detailed report for any challenges and projects. This you can take a look, when you start attempting a challenge and you want to write a report, at that time you should definitely go through this article. This is really important, right? And how to get the Converge license, most important thing. Now before you apply for the Converge license, I would like to make a note, a very important note, that the license which we will be giving it to you, it will be valid only for the 3 months. So if you are a guy who is going to put in 100% to the coursework, as in he is giving considerable amount daily to this course, he will be the only guy who will be able to finish the course in 3 months. So let's say if you join the course but you don't want to start with Converge course right now because of some reason, don't fill up the sheet, which I will definitely be explaining you further. But to activate the license, you have to fill one Google sheet, right? So if you fill the Google sheet, your license will get activated. And let's say you fill the Google sheet today and for 2 months you are not doing the course and you are not also responding to any follow-ups, then you will be losing that license, right? And no grace license will be provided to you. This is very strict because wasting the property, correct? If you are not using this license, anyone else can use that license. So you have to understand that point very clearly, and I am stressing a lot on this because there are a lot of students who are filling up the sheet and then not completing the course, and no progress has been shown by them in 2.5 months, and when the license is expired, they will come and they will ask that my license has been expired, will you please extend the license? So this is not the case going to happen now on. You should be very much confident and sure that okay, I am activating my license and I will be completing my course in 3 months. So how to activate the license? So there will be a Google Sheet link here. You have to click on this link. This is highlighting here, Excel sheet. So if you click on this link, it will take you to this particular sheet. And here you have to provide the particular information about your what's your name, Ethernet host ID, email address, mobile number, number of times you have applied for the license, and the host name. Correct? So the reason we are asking for all this information is we are providing you the server based license and not the license file. Okay, so previously when we were not providing the server based license, we used to provide the license file, which is license.lic, node-alloc license. But now since we have initiated and we have enabled the server thing, so we are providing you the server based license. To activate your license, you have to fill the sheet, and after filling the sheet you will be getting the credentials meaning username and password, so that you can activate your license. Now how to activate your license, there is a separate article on that, but to give you a brief about it, so you have to download Soft Ethernet software and you have to set up a VPN connection in which those credentials, that is username and password, will be used. And once you have set up the new VPN connection in Soft Ethernet, you will be able to connect to the VPN server. And once you are connected to the VPN server, then only you will be able to launch Convert Studio and set up your simulation. And also you will be able to run the simulation. Until and unless you are not connected to the VPN, you will not be able to launch Convert Studio. You will not be able to work on Convert Studio. Neither you will be able to run the simulation, right? So you have to always be connected to the VPN in order to use Convert Studio or to run any simulations related to Converge, correct? So I hope everyone is on the right page and on the same page. Yeah, after this, the next step would be what all softwares you have to download, correct? So there are a lot of queries coming like which software to download, how to download. So nothing to worry here. We have all the software dumped under the same roof, meaning under the same folder in the Google Drive, for which link is also provided in the welcome email. So if you scroll down a bit in the welcome email, you will find all the software in this link. So you have to click on this link, which is highlighted in yellow, right? And then it will take you to this page. So this is where a folder is Converge version 3.0 softwares, and you have to download these softwares. Now, which all softwares to download from here? First two are compulsory. You have to download. Now third and sixth, okay? So among third software and sixth software, you have a choice. So if you have a 32-bit operating system, then you will download the third software, which is Cygwin Setup x86_32.exe. Let's say if you are having 64-bit operating system, then you will be downloading the sixth software. You don't have to download both, okay? Then msmpi setup.exe, which is nothing but the fourth software, you have to download it compulsorily. And ParaView as well, you have to download compulsorily, which is the fifth software here. Now, after downloading all the softwares, you have to install all the softwares except ParaView. So ParaView is a RAR file which you need to extract, and after extracting, you will go into the bin folder, right? And there you will find a ParaView. So just to give you a demo, I will just show you, since I have downloaded and extracted it. So I will not do that process, but I will directly go to ParaView folder, right? So once you are into the ParaView folder, which will look like this. So one second. Okay, so you will be able to see a folder like this. When you extract this, you will get a folder, and when you click on this folder, you will get a folder called bin. So you have to click on bin, and then if you scroll down a bit, you will get a ParaView.exe. You just have to double click on this and a ParaView will launch. So ParaView is basically an open source to post process the results. So this you will be using for each and every simulation to post process your results, and this is extremely important. And if you are facing any issues with respect to any software, every software is important, then you have to reach out to your support engineer, and he will definitely help you out. Okay, and Cygwin is nothing but a command line window like command prompt, in which we will be writing some commands to run your simulation, correct? So you will be setting up the case in Converge Studio, and you will be running your case in command line window, making use of different commands. So which is already covered in the further lectures. The reason why I am recording this video is to avoid the confusion for future classes. The confusion with respect to the versions of Converge. So we have recently made a transition from Converge 2.3 to Converge version 3.0, right? So in Converge, both are very much similar, okay? But 3.0 has some advanced features, obviously, than 2.3. But from the setting up the case point of view and to run the case, right, there are some changes which has been incorporated in order to set up and run the simulations in 3.0. So for that, we have already written an article, right, and link to that articles has been provided below the video. So wherever there is some changes, we have already incorporated them in the form of an article. So let's say when you are watching a video and when you are doing it in your PC on Converge Studio, let's say you are setting up the case, and let's say there is something which is shown in the Converge version 2.3 in the video, but you are not able to do that, or you are not able to see those things, or some changes are there, then definitely take a look below the video. There will be some important links provided below the video, which you have to click on that, and you have to go through that article in order to get rid of those uncomfortable situations while setting up the simulations or while running the simulations. So there are not a lot of changes, guys, but there are few changes. And let's say from setting up the steady state simulation. So in 2.3, it was a little bit straightforward process, but in 3.0, you have to do one extra step. That's the only change, right? So, but that makes a lot of sense, and it will save a lot of time. So 3.0 is much more faster than 2.3. Okay. So, but once you get adapt all these things in 3.0 in initial days only, in the future classes, it will not be a problem. So that's why I'm covering these things in the initial classes so that it will be very much easy for you guys to carry on with the course. Correct? After you are done with downloading all the softwares and installing it now, and also you got the credentials to activate the license. Until and unless you get the credentials, you will not be able to do anything. So make sure that you are getting the credentials and you're downloading the soft Ethernet software, and also you are able to connect to the VPN, so that you will be able to do all the further things which are required in the coursework, right? And then only you will be able to proceed with the coursework, in short. So to conclude this part here, after you have installed all the softwares, got the credentials, that is user and password to activate the license, and you are successfully able to launch Converge Studio, there are couple of more steps which you need to do before you run any simulation, right? So, but these steps are one-time step only. Okay, you don't have to do it again and again, but you have to do it for the first time when you are starting with Converge. So what all are those things which you need to follow and do it for one time? This is how ParaView looks. Okay, so I just launched it to show you guys. I'll close it. And so now let me take you to the software. So if you go to C drive and in the program files, there will be a folder called Conversion Science. So if you click on that, there will be a lot of folders. So now few changes which you have to do, right? One-time process, which I was talking about. So you have to run some commands in Cygwin, okay, in order to run all the future simulations easily without any issues. Let's launch Cygwin. So how you will be launching Cygwin? You will be launching it in administrator mode always, correct? So right click and run as administrator always. It will ask a question, click on yes. Now Cygwin is on, correct? So what all things you have to do now, correct? So once the installation is done, this process has to be carried forward. So you have to run a simple command, right, which is nothing but hydra_service.exe space -install. Don't type anything. I will show it to you guys, and after that you have to type it in your command window, right? So since all of you have completed all the installation process till now, and now what you have to do is you have to go first into the particular directory to run the simulation. You have to navigate to the folder where you have installed your softwares, correct? So in the C directory, you have installed your softwares, correct? So if I navigate to the C directory from here first, right? So let me go to the C directory, program files, Converge Studio, Convergent Science. You will be getting a Convergent Science. Inside Convergent Science, there will be a folder called Converge Studio, Converge, example cases, license. You don't have to go inside license, because here if you click, you will be seeing this thing. You don't have to worry. It's of 0 KB. You don't have to do anything here. The license procedure is different, which has been already talked before in this video, and also there is a dedicated article which you should go through. Okay, so you don't have to touch license this thing. You don't have to touch TechPlot for Converge. You just have to worry about these two things. Okay, so now if Converge Studio is nothing but the studio in which you will be setting up the case, and all the files related to the Converge Studio will be here. And from the running point of view, for running the simulation, whatever the files you will be needing will be presented here. So since you will be able to see all these things only after you install the software which you have downloaded, correct? So now what you have to do is you have to go inside the folder called Converge. You have to go into Converge 3.0.12 bin, and then you have to go into MPI, correct, and then Intel 64, and then again bin. So once you go here, you will be able to see Hydra service.exe, correct? So now what you have to do is you have to copy the command. So the way I taught you, you can also navigate from here by CD providing the path. But here, if you don't want to do like that, what you can do is you can manually go to this point. Now what you have to do is you have to copy this. So if you see here, your Hydra underscore service.exe is here. So this is the path. If you click somewhere here in the top ribbon, you have to click somewhere in the top ribbon. Once I click in this rectangle box, the thing will get highlighted in blue. Okay, so somewhere in the blank space in the rectangle, you have to click. So if I click, can you see this thing got highlighted in blue? So you have to click somewhere in this space so that you will be able to get the path, and then you have to just copy it. Control-C or right click and copy, and you have to come to Sigwin, and then what you have to do is you have to do CD, and since you are going to provide the path, what you have to do is you have to put the codes, and inside the codes you will be pasting it. So if right click and paste, and once it is done, you will be hitting enter, right? So now inside this you will be writing your command which I spoke earlier, which is nothing but Hydra underscore service, right? Hydra underscore service. Make sure you are not providing spaces, you are not writing small letter as capital letter. Okay, it is case sensitive, and the command how it is like that. Okay, you can't modify that. It is not case insensitive. Okay, so Hydra underscore service dot exe space hyphen install, right? Once you have written this much, you just have to hit enter. So I will not hit enter, I have already done this step. So after you hit enter, it will show that library Hydra process manager to 2019.0.5 install, right? So once that message is displayed, what you have to do is you have to go to the services. How you go to the services? You have to click on this start, right? And type services, hit click on services. So once you click on services, you have to check whether this thing is enabled or not. Okay, Intel MPI library Hydra process manager. So there are a lot of things. So you just click somewhere and just type I, and here you will be able to see this. Yeah, so Intel MPI library Hydra process manager, right? This should be basically running. Okay, so whenever you want to launch Converge, or if you want to run simulation, make sure this status is always running. Okay, if it is not running, it will be a problem. So make sure it is running. Okay, and once a status is running, now you have to check whether Intel MPI libraries are installed, right? So how you will check whether your Intel MPI libraries are installed or not, correct? So I will just close this. I will again go to Cygwin. So what I'll do is I will type the command as mpi vars.bat, right? So if you execute this command, means after writing this command, if you hit enter, it will tell you that whether this libraries are installed or not. Okay, you will get a message, okay, saying that target build environment for Intel application copyright Intel Corporation. So it means it is enabled. Okay, now the above mentioned steps which I showed right now has to be done only once and not every time before you run the simulation. Okay, it's a only one time process, and if you have done now, just forget about it if it is done successfully. If you are facing any difficulty, just let me know. Okay, and also we have provided a link. Okay, I will also provide the link below this video as well. And also if you see in the welcome email, there is a link known as important steps needs to follow before running the simulation. After watching this video, if you are having any doubt, just click on this link, and this link will also be provided below the video, this video, so that it will support you if you are stuck somewhere, okay, to get a better clarity. So if you click on this link, right, it will take you to that article, and in the article also we have explained these things very clearly in a very good manner. So from the installation point of view, from the download point of view, right, everything is here. So how to see whether your operating system is 64-bit or 32-bit, right, everything. And then here, which I recently showed you, that where to go, how to do, right, and always open as administrator, correct. Then you have to go to this, the path I have shown here, correct, C program file conversion science converge 3.0.12 bin MPI Intel 64 and MPI. Then you have to, once you are inside that folder in Cygwin, then you will be executing this command, and once this command is executed, you will get this message, correct. And after that message, you have to go to services. You have to see whether this is running. Okay, if it is not running, you have to click on that, and you have to right click and run. And then after that, you have to check whether Intel MPI libraries are installed or not, and you have to run this command, and you will get this message, right. And then that's it, right. So this is provided in the welcome email as well, and also I will provide this link below this video, so that in case if you are having any doubt, first go through that article, and even after following all the steps correctly as shown in the video and also in the article, if you are having any query, just reach out to us. We will be happy to help you out there. Okay, so these are a couple of things which you should know before starting this course, because if you don't have all this information, then it will be a little bit hard for you guys to digest some things which you'll be doing in further lectures. So in the initial days only such things are getting cleared, so then it would be easy and you will be comfortable, right, doing this course. So what I'll do is come up with one more video in which I will be talking about how to set up the simulation in Converge version 3.0. So it is very much similar to what is being shown in Converge 2.3 video, and make sure you are not missing any videos. Okay, I will be recording the videos which are wherever there are small changes, and changes are not lot, trust me, changes are very small. But if you are not watching the videos which are already there in right, you will be missing a lot of things from technical point of view. So I would highly suggest you that not to miss anything. So our aim is that you should not be facing unnecessary hurdles. All right, you should be facing difficulties while doing the challenges. That's totally fine. That's a technical point of view, and you have to struggle there, right? But if you are struggling in and wasting your energy in the things which are not important, then it's bad. So that's why we are coming up with these videos, and I will mostly come up with one more video, so that all the doubts that might come in future will get resolved now only, right? So thank you guys, and with this I would like to conclude this video. Thank you guys. We'll meet you in the next lecture.